What is up, guys? Jack here, and I am back with a brand new video. And today, I'm talking about England, the national side. Obviously, the Euro, or the squad was announced for the friendlies, which will be then cut down to a 23-man squad. And it wasn't the best of teams, to be fair. I was not really impressed. The defence, actually, as a whole, was okay. I think that was the only thing I really did agree on. As I'm doing this, I'm just going to quickly go onto the England squad and get this up in the background. So let's have a look, see what we can get. So obviously you're going to be seeing here my Twitter feed. If you don't follow me on Twitter, it is at Jack95Gamer. So as you can see, first things first, the goalkeepers are Fraser Forster, Joe Hart and Tom Heaton. Absolutely no problem with that. You know, okay players, to be fair. Joe Hart will be playing the most of the games, but Fraser Forster, again, is a very good goalkeeper. I think he'll be going to. Defenders, Ryan Bertrand, you know, I can agree. He's a great defender. Really probably doesn't get the recognition that he deserves. Cahill, Klein, Rose. Completely agree. Again, Smalling, completely agree. Stones, yes, I agree. I'd have him up there. There's not really any much better centre-backs. Maybe Scott Dan, but John Stones is young and up and coming. I think he will need the experience. And Kyle Walker, again, a very good pick, to say the least. So, rather interestingly, we do actually have, I believe, so we have Ryan Bertrand, Danny Rose, Nathaniel Klein, Kyle Walker. So I've missed out a centre-back there. Midfielders, Dele Alli, Ross Barkley, completely agree. Fabian Delph, no way. When you got the likes of, you know, Mark Noble, I know I'm a West Ham fan, I know, you know, you're going to be saying I'm moaning, but he deserves to be there every single day of the week. I mean, he's been a great football player this season, and he's been a lot better than Fabian Delph. But, you know, the big clubs talk, and, you know, that's it. Eric Dyer, 100 million% agree with. Incredible centre defence midfielder. Danny Drinkwater, again, another great player. Jordan Henderson, yes. Adam Lallana, he has the quality. James Milner, again, has the quality. Raheem Sterling, not had the best of seasons, you know, goals and stats-wise, but again, he's an explosive player. He can really change the game. Andros Townsend, no. When you get relegated with your side, don't care how well you've played, I don't think you can warrant getting into the England side to play in the Euros. I mean, yes, Townsend is a good player when he plays for England, but he's a predictable player. He's very predictable. I'm not going to deny that. And Jack Wilshere obviously does make the side, so playing 141 minutes of Barclays Premier League football, and make of that with what you will. Forwards, again, I can agree with to an extent. Kane, Rooney, Sturridge, Vardy. I think we all knew it was going to be them guys, but Marcus Rashford, you know what? I might come on a lot of stick for this. Marcus Rashford is a great young player. He's not even represented the country at under 21 level. You know, he's had a couple of good games. Yes, he's looked good, but is it enough to warrant yourself in that England squad? Jermaine Defoe, come on. Even Andy Carroll, again, it's going to sound like I'm being biased. Or, you know, screw it, Peter Crouch then. Peter Crouch. Play someone that can change the dynamics, you know, it can get the ball up in the air and, you know, create something. Marcus Rashford, Harry Kane, not Harry Kane, Marcus Rashford, Daniel Sturridge and Jamie Vardy are all the same kind of players. And, you know, don't get me wrong, that's not a bad player to have in your squad, but I just don't agree with it. I really don't. Let's move on to my squad then. So, my starting 11 for the Euros would be Joe Hart, Cahill and Smalling, Nathaniel Klein and Danny Rose. My midfield three would be Dele Alli, Wayne Rooney and Eric Dyer. On the left, I'd play Raheem Sterling. Up top, Harry Kane. And on the right, Jamie Vardy. Now, I don't know he doesn't play on the right, but he's got the pace to play there. And he can cut inside and definitely do some damage. And, you know, with Eric Dyer on that side, he can sit back. He can defend. I think we're pretty much sorted. Let's look at my bench now. So this would be my 23-man squad. Obviously, that was the team for the Euros. Fraser Forster and Ben Foster I had. Now, I don't know if Ben Foster's injured, but he's gone for Tom Heaton of Burnley, who obviously are a Premier League side as of next season. So, again, I haven't really seen Heaton play that much, so I can't really pass judgment. So, I'm not too concerned about that. Kyle Walker, who's in the squad, I completely agree with. John Stones, I agree with. I would have took an extra defender, and that would have been Phil Jagielka, but again, I don't think that's going to happen. And again, I could have gone for Scott Dan, but I've gone for Phil Jagielka there. And at left back, I've gone for Leighton Baines. Now, again, you're probably thinking, Leighton Baines. And in hindsight, I made this squad before the team to get released, and I agree. I think Ryan Bertrand probably does deserve to be there over Leighton Baines. Even probably Aaron Cresswell deserves to be in there over Leighton Baines. But I put Baines in there. Off the top of my head, he's the only one I could really think of. I know that's bad to say him, but Bertrand just don't really stick out for me as like a great player. I didn't want to put Cresswell in there because people probably think, oh, West Ham fan being biased. So I went for Leighton Baines. Jordan Henderson makes the squad. He's a good player for Liverpool. He is, and he's come on leaps and bounds. Like I said, I really do praise Jordan Henderson. I do like him as a football player, and he can more than do a job coming in these centre midfield roles. He's a workhorse, and he's improved a lot under Jurgen Klopp. Danny Drinkwater, incredible season with Leicester, deserves to be in the squad too. Ross Barkley, great up-and-coming player, and is probably more adventurous than Wayne Rooney in that centre-attacking midfield role. What do you think? Mikel Antonio, now this was a must for me, an absolute must if I can actually get onto his player page. Yeah, Mikel Antonio, what a player. 15 goals in the Barclays Premier League, and that's goals and assists, should I say, sorry. And compared to anyone else, I think the closest to him in English midfielders is like 10. I believe that's Adam Lallana, maybe. I might be wrong there. Aaron Lennon's had a really good season too, but I think Antonio might have just nipped it. He's played most of the season at right back, and he only broke into the first team squad maybe around about January time. So that's very impressive for Mikel Antonio. Next player we do have is Jermaine Defoe, a player that I think should be in there instead of Rashford. He's a great striker, knows where the net is, and has done so well for Sunderland. And it's a bit of a kick in the teeth that he's not been selected and Rashford has. I don't know. That might just be me, though. And Sturridge does cap off the last bit of this squad. So here's my 23-man England squad. What do you think of it, guys? Do you think it's a good one? Do you think there's some players that I should miss out? Now, I know I spoke about Leighton Baines and Phil Jagielka, but they do add that extra little bit of quality at the side. But Everton not had the best of season, so I can understand why you wouldn't think they deserve to be there. So here's the squad. What do you think of it, guys? Do you think England are going to do well in the Euros? Let me know in the comment section down below. I think we're going to get quarterfinals. I think we're probably going to get knocked out in penalties. That is the most England thing to happen, and I think it will. But guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.